So we're interrupting Mocktober to do another Thursday boot review, and this one was probably going to get more viewers anyway because that other one was going to be kind of a rerun of the one I already did, and I'll try and get to it. Maybe I'll go back to Boot Friday. Maybe I'll do it Boot Sunday. Don't know. But I didn't want to do a Thursday boot video on Thursday because ha ha ha. So Wednesday you're getting it instead. The I had mentioned or not mentioned, I forget. Doesn't matter. I like one of the new colors that came out, so I wanted to check it out. But I did not trust Thursday's sizing, and yeah, on the website it says to size down half a size. I have only found this to be true with the Captain boot so far. I did a review of that boot already. You can check it out. More recently, I had done reviews of, I knew that was going to happen. It's okay. Of the President boot. I'm not going to do a comprehensive review here, but I am going to show it because the Hero boot and the President boot, I think, are basically the same boot, except the Hero boot has the mini lugs, which we'll get to in a minute, whereas the President, obviously here, this one has a walking sole. I don't know if they put mini lugs on them. On the website, it said they had changed the name for the reissue or something for legal reasons or something. So I don't know why the Hero boot would need a different name. What it used to be, don't know, because the President, as far as I know, is still on there. This one has about 2 months worth of use in it and has a shoe tree in it. So the good news is, instead of using this as my beat up boot and wearing it all the time to try and see how quickly I can make it disintegrate to do boot videos, since it is kind of a nice looking boot, even though it's gotten a little bit scuffed, now I can kind of retire it and keep it for nicer occasions and wear more often, theoretically, the Hero boot. So inside of the box, it says handcrafted with integrity for wherever the day takes you. And on this side of the box, it says, welcome to Team Thursday. We all hope you enjoy. So I'll get this box out of the way now because that's just the shipping box. But I wanted to read that. And then, of course, it comes with the little card. Thursday products are handcrafted in small batches using only the highest quality materials. Natural color and texture variation will occur. This is what makes materials we use and the products we design both distinct and beautiful. And I don't remember which box this card came out of. So this one was quality guaranteed by, I don't know. And so hopefully that's, I don't know if that goes with the pair that I'm returning. So I had bought them, just so you know. This is for showy purposes. This is a size 7. I can see that, but you can't. Okay, we're having issues, but that's okay. But this is a 6.5, and so before we go too far, you can see that the 6.5 is a bit shorter, I think. Can you see? I don't know. I might have to take it out of the bag. I didn't want to take it out of the bag. But, I don't know if it's that much shorter than the President one. You can see the heel, if my face isn't in the way, yeah. You can see the heel is a little bit shorter. It's not that much, but I can get my foot in it, let's put it that way. And then that's kind of, I have complained that these are a little big on me, but they're not big enough that I need a thicker sock. So, can I get my foot in that? Yes. Is it the fit I want? Not really. So I went ahead and got the same color in the 7. Now, I might have two different size feet. They must, because, or their last is totally weird. Because the right one and then the left one is tight, okay? And that's true. Oh, this one, noticeable difference. No pull tab and a couple speed hooks. This one, no speed hooks and a pull tab. I'll get more into this nitpicky stuff in a minute here. I'm still talking about sizing, so for those of you who are already, stick around. There will be more, in-depth conversation. Obviously, the laces are slightly different. This one more of the dressy flat shoelace. This one, I don't know. I assume these are the Kevlar ones. And then the eyelets. But the fit now, 7. There we go. Okay, should be correct. And so, yay, I got the 7s. I still went ahead and ordered the 7.5 just to see if I like them better, even though, like I said, I don't typically like boots where I have to wear a thicker sock, but this one I would have like no option of wearing a thicker sock. This is like tight, and I'm not sure if that's because of this leather. They've cut it a little bit different to skimp, maybe. Other factors, I literally have like no toe room, no wiggle room. They are a glove, so if I wanted a boot that fits like a glove, they are that, but they might be a little too much glove. I'm not sure. They don't have your typical Thursday lining. They give you a little bit of lining here and then. Why is that blurry? I don't know. I'm sorry. But usually, even on the captains and whatnot, they do tend to glove line them. So again, the president, even though this isn't meant to be a one-to-one president comparison, I don't know if all the president boots have the same exact, and I don't know if all the hero boots have the same exact. I know this hero boot, though, in the matte, does not have all the same exact because it definitely has thicker laces, and the tongue is padded, and the fit is almost exactly the same, but if you can kind of see, I don't know if it's cut bigger than this one, but this one still feels like it has a little bit more toe room. That's why I was kind of saying I'm not sure, because they don't look that much different, but then putting it on, there's a feel difference. What I meant to kind of say. And it does have the complete sock lining, so or inner glove lining, whatever you want to call it. I don't know about this. This is some bull crap here. I'm taking some scissors and probably getting rid of this because that should be leather. So this is the dark Cacao or cocoa, whatever. It's kind of a waxed looking. I mean, these look great. I'll get into more particulars about issues in a minute, but this is the matte. Like I said, not a terribly attractive boot. Kind of monochromatic. The sole and the leather look pretty close to the same color in person, which some of you might like more than I do. I'm not sure about the padded tongue. I've never seen a padded tongue on their stuff before, so I don't know why this kind of suede-y feeling on the outside. Maybe it didn't have enough integrity. I don't know, because maybe they split the leather or something, but it almost feels like it could be fake leather in the tongue. Somebody can follow up on that, but that all has the same kind of feeling, and yet at the same time, like, well, why wasn't it thick enough just to have the tongue? This was clearly thick enough just to have the tongue. This leather feels like good quality leather, and this looks kind of meh. But again, now I can use this one as a beat it up boot instead of this one. And again, the mini lug out sole, like most or all of the captains typically or previously had before, I don't know, the new King Last and all that. I'm not interested in that style of boot. I don't need the fake cap toe. I already have a pair. I'm good. This is more my style with the plain toe. And like I said, overall, it basically looks, as far as I can tell, the same as the President. Still have your welt all the way around, although it's a plastic welt, as people will complain. Sometimes you'll get some kind of, I'm not going to hold up both boots from the set, but this one, you can really see where there's some kind of sketchy spots, I think, on this side, where they kind of got, no, along here, I think. The stitching is kind of close to the edge, so whether or not you can resole that when the time comes, I don't, I think you're supposed to be able to peel off this kind of layer here maybe, and then this stitch stays until, but then with the plastic, it's going to deteriorate, so you're going to need a new welt if you have to restitch it, blah, blah, blah. But most people would replace the plastic welt with a leather welt if they were going to do that anyway, so whatever. And then the contrast stitching looks decent. Yeah, inside there's a little bit of glove lining that extends into the toe, it seems like, and then on the sides you just have this kind of rougher out texture, and down the, I don't know, the back of the heel here, there's kind of a, I can't tell if that's a different material or the same glove material. I think it's the same glove material, but it looks like it's a little bit roughed up. I've only put it on like twice, so I don't know if I roughed it up that quickly or not. The insole, I don't think you're supposed to pull the insoles out, so I'm not going to. I don't think they might be glued in, I'm not sure. So I'm not going to mess with it until it falls off in my hand like many insoles have in the past. Again, so like I said, you've got, instead of brass or whatever, I assume this is chrome or steel or nickel or something else. Whereas this one has, I don't know, black. So whatever black is. Again, with the no speed hooks, which again appeals to me. That was the one feature I didn't really like about this. Although, again, with the mini lug on a boot where I'm more likely to take it hiking, the speed hooks would be a little more agreeable than on a urban city fashion-y boot, where I'm less likely to take this. I might have taken it on a dirt trail once. I don't recall, but I know I've taken the Captain on the dirt trails a couple times. And I found the mini lugs mostly tolerable. Nothing significantly wrong with that. It looks a little rough here and a little smooth here. I don't know. Like, that's what they're talking about in their little card about the beauty of the materials being like, I guess that some of it will look all kind of messy. And I'm not sure if this is similar to some other waxed flesh ones where it looks good like this, and then all this wax wears off and it looks worse than this. Could be. We'll see if they still look any good in, I don't know, December or whatever, if it rains once or twice and I get caught in it. this boot might not have this pretty color anymore. But like I said, I ordered that second pair. We'll see which one fits better, and I might end up with an extra pair and kind of alternate them and see. But like I said, this one I don't care for the color, but I assume I'll give this size a try, which would make this one kind of redundant if the other one fits better. But I also like, see, there's a blob of thread here. Just absolutely, stuff like that. Some people, I guess, might return them just on principle, but since I plan to use this as a knockaround boot, and they're only $200, which makes them, for the price, the best boots and all that kind of jargon. Handmade in small batches. Okay, I don't know how small a batch is, but take your word for it. Thursday every day. Well, no. I have plenty of other boots that I'm going to cycle in and try and do reviews for y'all. And I never say y'all. That was a joke. But I don't know what else I should really talk about here. And our video's kind of running long enough, I think. Questions and comments and me complaining about other models and sizes and things. I've already done 4 or 5 Thursday boot videos. So.